You are listening to part 25 of the podcast series, How Successful People Think.
Release the power of strategic thinking. When you hear the words strategic thinking, what comes to mind? Do you conjure up marketing plans, the kind that can turn a company around? Perhaps you contemplate global politics, or you recall some of history's greatest military campaigns. Hannibal crossing the Alps to surprise the Roman army. Charlemagne's conquest of Western Europe, or the Allies' D-Day invasion of Normandy. Strategic thinking is often associated with war. In fact, a common dictionary defines it as the science of planning and directing large-scale military operations, specifically, as distinguished from tactics, of maneuvering forces into the most advantageous position prior to actual engagement with the enemy. Even the most basic definition uses a military application and distinguishes tactics from strategic thinking. Tactics are actions taken in battle, while strategies are plans prior to it. But strategy doesn't have to be restricted to military action or even to business. Strategic thinking can make a positive impact in any area of life. I am very strategic in the area of time management. I have observed that most people try to plan their lives one day at a time. Some people plan their lives a week at a time. They review their calendar for the week, check their appointments, review their goals, and then get to work. They generally outachieve most of their colleagues. I try to take that one step further. At the beginning of every month, I spend half a day working on my calendar for the next 40 days. 40 days works for me rather than just 30. That way I get a jump on the next month. I begin by reviewing my travel schedule and planning my activities with my family. Then I review what projects, lessons, and other objectives I want to accomplish during those 5 to 6 weeks. Then I start blocking out days and times for thinking, writing, working, meeting with people, etc. I set times to do fun things such as seeing a show, watching a ball game, or playing golf. I also set aside small blocks of time for the unexpected. By the time I'm done, I can tell you nearly everything I'll be doing, almost hour by hour during the coming weeks. This strategy is one of the reasons I have been able to accomplish so much. The benefits of strategic thinking are numerous. Here are a few of the reasons you should adopt it as one of your thinking tools. Strategic thinking simplifies the difficult. Strategic thinking takes complex issues and long-term objectives, which can be very difficult to address, and breaks them down into manageable sizes. Strategic thinking can also help you simplify the management of everyday life. One of the ways I do that is by using systems, which are nothing more than good strategies repeated. Writing a lesson or a speech can be difficult, but because I use my system to file quotes, stories, and articles when I need something to flesh out or illustrate a point, I simply go to one of my 1,200 files and find a good piece of material that works. I use systems for everything. I have a system for getting in and out of airports quickly and efficiently. When I go to meetings, I take people with me who will need to carry the ball afterwards so that I never have to repeat information or instructions to them.